If a zombie apocalypse happened, this is what I would do to survive. The first thing would be to run directly to the nearest museum and go to the medieval section to grab an armor, since zombies can't bite through it. Next, you might think that weapons are the best option for defense, but you'll run out of ammunition very quickly, and the noise attracts more zombies. That's why the best weapon is actually a pair of sneakers to help you run faster, and a flamethrower just in case. Finally, I would just have to choose one of the two best places to live: a cold mountain where they would freeze, or go out to the middle of the sea since they can't swim. If everyone had superpowers, you might think that it would be cool at first. Kids would fly to school, doctors would use X-ray vision to see fractures, and telepaths would become politicians to convince others. But the happiness wouldn't last, as it wouldn't take long for criminals with powers to emerge, and a single broken power could destroy humanity. The government would have to inspect the powers of all babies born and develop an antidote if it threatened mankind. If you were immortal, first you would spend 1,000 years living various different lives, but it wouldn't take long for the government to suspect you, discover your secret. They would see you as a threat and try to eliminate you in various ways. They would throw you into an active volcano, but you would be able to swim. They would try to blow you up, but you would remain intact, until they decided to imprison you to rot at the bottom of the ocean. You'd spend the millennia in darkness, until erosion freed you from a completely transformed world. A court jester slapped the king's backside and was sentenced to death. He had already annoyed the queen and crossed every possible line, so the king decided that was it. But because he liked the man's jokes, the king took pity and allowed him to choose how he wanted to die. When the time came, everyone was waiting to see what he would choose. The man looked the king in the eye and said, "I choose to die of old age." The king was speechless and simply banished him from the kingdom. These are brilliant kids who managed to fool the system. A camp monitor was tired of seeing the kids throwing food in the trash. To stop the waste, he invented the story of a monster that lived in the forest and only devoured those who left food on their plates. The lie spread quickly, and the kids were terrified. They started scraping their plates every day, but that's when the plan went wrong. They were so scared of the monster that they began to invade the kitchen in the middle of the night and take all the food to the woods. They practically made an offering to the monster and went back to sleep. The next day, the monitor found the remnants of the disaster.